All right, so as I told you before, we do something called dummy labels. Now, dummy labels are temporary labels for the time being until we can get the real stuff copyrighted. Stuff we need to do, copyrights, trademarks, patent pending, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Mostly it's going to be falling into copyrights and trademarks because that's pretty much what we need in that particular category. And the reason why we do this is because, first of all, you really shouldn't be showing off your real artwork or anything to begin the day because I told you, you got people out there that will steal your stuff in a hot second. I mean, it would take anything in a hot second and try to make it theirs. As you see, with the name we chose for the dummy label, already you can see the activity behind that on showing people trying to either try to take the name or use the name as their own, which is pretty sad, but that's usually what we go through. When we present the real name of the company, you will see the registration numbers and all that stuff involving copyrights and all that stuff. Doesn't involve that kind of stuff right there from the door. So, yeah. So, anyway, hold on for a minute. Sorry, getting some done behind me. So, we do have a name for our company. But we can't tell you what it is because that involves our trademarks. We got trademarks for it, paid for it. We paid for the copyrights for the logo. I even had a graphic artist come in and design our logo, our new logo for our company. So what you're seeing in there on the website, that's not real. That's just temporary for the time being. We need something there to build on that has something there. We can't have nothing there. And the new sites had to go because, again, as I said before, everything has to be in sync. You can't have this branch here and that branch here, and it's confusing. It's very confusing. It's confusing to direct people to one site for gunmetal. When you direct people to another site for this, it becomes a headache. Everything has to be synced to one company and one company only, and that's what we're doing. We're building that foundation right now by syncing the websites, and then after that, domain names will be changed over to the real domain name, the real company. Everything will be locked in, and we're good to go to move forward. Move forward with what? Big companies. That's where we're pushing toward. Big companies. That's why the technology we have, that new screen we have, our tile system, that is going to be the main part of ad tech, of being able to have screens that can absorb sunlight, having screens that can operate in any type of environment. I talked about this when I was in the garage. We wanted a technology screen that can operate anywhere in any environment without the use of darkening your environment, without the use of dealing with ambient controlled environments. That's what we wanted, and that's what we're designing with the tile system. This technology has it embedded in too also. That's why I said for the individual who called himself saying he had the product, what the freak are you doing in a dark environment with a technology that's designed to operate in environments like commercial, other than homes, without a problem? So again, as I said before, it is what it is. All that's being taken care of. Like I said, I brought some people on board. I brought some IT guys that are designed to track and find. That's their job. They are certified. That's what they do. They seek and find individuals that seem to be impossible to track down. I brought some people on board because we've had problems with people online. We brought in, we're going to bring in pretty soon some big heavy attorneys. They're designed to basically lock in whoever they catch, bring them to court, prosecute them, and be done with them. So we got everything set up and planned to move down this road. Not only with internet trolls, companies, what the heck is coming up? Companies that we're dealing with that may think at the end of the day, because we're a small company, that they got the right to do whatever they want, run over top of us, blah, 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 blah. We got to show a strong sign of force. We're not the ones to be played with. So it's all these different things you have to have. So we've built up to this point to get our technology where we can have it here, where we can advertise our technology. And because, like I said, being on YouTube can only go but so far. This platform allows us to be able to go to trade shows, allows us to be able to go to expos, allows us to bring in investors. Investors can walk right in here and see that technology. It's hard to get an investor to walk into your home to see a screen. That's very hard to do. When you have an area that's designed as an office setting where they can walk in, sit down, meeting, and whole 9 yards and all of a business setting, that makes it better to even be to sell your product or market your product. So it makes it much easier. Where's your office at? It's at so and so and so. It's kind of hard to say, oh, my house is right down here. You know, come and check it out over there. I don't know about that. See what I mean? Better if you have an office setting. So anyway, office is more professional. New business cards, new phone numbers, everything is being designed. And like I said, I brought in a graphic designer. I paid her to design our new logo. Our new logo actually is an actual like statue we can design. It's an actual real logo. So it has our trademark and everything. It is freaking sick. So that's our next stage. So again, we have people at the end of the day that think they know us, or they think they know our technology, or they think they know or how our business runs, because how they run their business. No, that's why you're where you're at now. And I've been here for quite a long time, and I have experience that I know now, and that's why I'm still here. And I plan to be here for quite a long time, because the technology we're engineering is for the future. So let me get my lights on our screen paint we have here. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Kind of hard to talk about future technology and you're sitting in a dark environment by making that statement, you know what I mean? Camera has issues in here. Anyway, I get to that fishies. Yeah, so that's what we've been working on. Tons and tons of paperwork. I mean, a lot of freaking paperwork. To do that, it takes a lot. And then, like I said, being in a building with a lot of lawyers in here, there's a lot of freaking lawyers in here. This is fantastic, because I'm around some really cool people who have helped me out with a lot of stuff. I told you, if the Lord has plans for you, if there is something that needs to be done, He will make a way for you to have it. He will definitely make a way for you to have it. If His plans are, and my plans are with my technology, I'm blessed to have our new technology, is to take our technology, get it out there, use that proceed, the money we get, to help other people out. To let them know at the end of the day that God is real. At the end of the day that our blessings come from Jesus. Everything we get, everything we have, every show, you will hear me say out of my mouth that I give all glory to Jesus Christ. Everything goes to Him. You think the Lord is going to basically let anyone get in the way of us praising His name, of giving Him the glory for all things? Nothing will stand in the way of this. Nothing. People can try all they want. You'll be met with God's vengeance. And you better hope it's mercy instead of vengeance. I would rather have mercy any day. Mercy does come hard, and it does. It's difficult. It can be hard. It can be brutal at times. But at least you're alive. At least you're still functioning. Vengeance doesn't come with that. Vengeance is a different type. And look in the Bible. There's a different type between vengeance and mercy. But anyway, either way, you can't touch us. You can't stop us. And when I say this, I mean this to you and the one you serve. If you're upset and angry, that makes you bitter. That means the devil is upset and bitter too also. Because he knows who I am. He's quite familiar who I am. He knows who I am. He tried to take me a long time ago. He lost. So, let's get back to the business. Yeah. We got, I told you, we have a new name. We have everything. All that stuff was already made months ago. Right now, I've been praying on a proper name for the company that says everything of what we do. And the Lord just gave it to me. Wrote it down on a piece of paper. Monday morning, I'm going to take it down and have a trademark put on top of it. And for the design, for the graphic designer, what she's doing, we'll have our copyrights on it. Now, as I said before, I gotta say this real quick. It's very interesting. It just popped into my head, and I gotta say it because it's very interesting. Sometimes the Lord will tell me things to say, and I'm going to say them as I say them. The fellow who touched their copyrights multiple times, did you notice that anyone in the group didn't touch him as much as he did? Did you realize that? I had somebody ask me, said, how do you know he's not documenting? I said there were things that were popping up that would give it off key information that maybe he's not paperwork. And one of the key things that popped up was the copyrights. Taco, let's keep it out of trouble. Doing something important over here. Thank you. Matt, right back at you too. He talks back. If you hear him on time, he literally talks back. But going to clean himself from the camera, just weird stuff. Anyway, as I said before, there were other individuals that were attacking the company. And we did see the logo pop up, but they did try to hide it a little bit. But we did see it. So you still could be hit with one of those copyrights because If they go through those videos, they see anything that pops up, because they're going to scan through the video slowly to see if this logo pops up or logo pops up, then you're going to be hit. I'm stupid. I know you. He's over there cleaning himself right now. I know him. That's why I told him to move it on over, and he went, meh. Anyway, so they're scanning through these videos slowly to see, and anywhere if they see any one of these logos pop up. If they do find one, that means you got a lawsuit coming your way. I'm just putting it out there. You know what's going to happen. But if you notice that they didn't abuse our copyrights the way this one did, because you know why? They're United States citizens. They know what happens if you tamper with the copyright. They know the heavy consequences behind them. They went in and probably looked them up first and said, oh, shoot, he's got registrations on these things. I'm not touching this because this runs the risk of me going to jail. Yeah, because they know the consequences where he hit the copyrights multiple times over and over again and again and again and again and again. Who hits a copyright that many times? Unless, three things. You're crazy. You have a ton of money, which, again, not really a good answer there because, again, there are rich people sitting in jail right now. I put it this way, off topic a little bit. I'd rather be poor in jail because then I ain't missing much, or be rich and have everything end up in jail because I've lost so much. I see the worst to go through because you're used to having much better than what you're in right now. So, nah, I wouldn't say too much of that. Or maybe you don't document it and you feel that if you are busted, they're just going to, the worst thing can happen to you is deportation. Yeah. Everybody picked up on how many times the copyrights were touched by this individual, how they were abused, how they were used, as if he felt if he was untouchable. But again, this is where education comes in. That's a key part of life, that you have to ask questions. And I asked a lot of questions. We have immigration attorneys in this building. And I said, hey, look, I had this problem with a fellow, and we think he's not documented. He's been hitting the copyrights like crazy. And she said, well, chances are he feels nothing's going to happen to him. He feels that he's going to be basically deported, and that's it. But that's not true. She said what happens is he has to still face the charges, criminal charges of what he did here in the United States. So what they're going to do is they're going to hold him, and then he's going to have to go to court. Of course, I'm going to have to be there too, of course, because we're the ones following these charges. And he's going to get jail time. Most likely, if it's something like a misdemeanor, it's like stealing or whatever that, it's like 2 years. But if it's more heavier crimes, then this is where judges and stuff get involved. And Mr. Fernando built up quite a large reputation of touching copyrights and everything else. So I looked at the form that we had to file, which was cyber crimes, and he's looking at maybe max, not maybe, he is 20 years in jail. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's other stuff that's going to come up too. So it looks like quite roughly, he might not be, I don't know how that's going to work out. They might keep him indefinitely. That could actually happen. So that's what he's looking at. So I just want to put that out there because, as I said before, if you notice, there were other individuals involved with him, and some of them didn't touch the copyrights. They didn't go near them. And other ones, they did. They tried to flash it real quick. They didn't boldly put it on their page because, again, if they had did that, we could have sued the living daylights out of them. And I'm pretty sure they went back and they checked their registration to see if they were real and found that they were real. So they're not stupid. Like I said, he did it because, again, that many times because he felt that they can't get me. They can't touch me. The worst that can happen is they'll just deport me back over. Nope, Mr. Fernando, I was wrong on that too myself. You will serve jail time for that. So you will serve the 20 years that they're going to give you, maximum sentence for cyber crimes, and then the additional maybe 50 or whatever years they're going to give you for touching government copyrights. So it looks like you may be staying, or you will be staying indefinitely. You won't be transferring back over. So it worked everything out. At least we got what we wanted. We don't care about the money wise. At least he's going to learn his lesson out of this ordeal. And again, he still has the option of getting saved and finding Jesus Christ. That's up to him if he wants to take it or not, or he wants to continue feeling full of bitter and hatred, which we all know how that's going to end up in that place at the end of the day, as you already know already. Well, if you haven't been there, trust me, you want to know it all, period. All right, so move on to business again. That is business anyway. People touching our stuff. Anyway, the screen looks absolutely gorgeous. I freaking love the screen. Come in, turn all the lights on, and be able to do that. I freaking love the fact that I can do that. And I have sometimes some of the office people will be in the hallway, And I'll come in and I'll say, "You'll watch this." Boom! Turn the lights on. They'll be like, "What the freak?" Because they all have white screens. They all have white screens. Every last one has white screens. Can't get those things to work for nothing. They're showing me pictures and screens all washed out. I'm like, wow, that's pretty messed up. Now you can fix it. You can fix that. We can fix that. Definitely fix that. But anyway, yeah. New name, everything. Everything is new. Brand new. Brand new. Yes. And we can't show you jack. We can't show you anything. I can't tell anybody. My family doesn't know. Nobody knows. The Lord said tell no one. Because again, the only people who know this are the patent attorneys, the people that are taking care of all that. Only they know about what we're doing because again, a whole new company. And I'm so happy about it. And not only did the Lord bless us with a new company, but he blessed us with a whole new product line of technology. The panel system is absolutely breathtaking at only 10%. It looks gorgeous. And I had people come in and see it, and they just stare at it. They were like, that's insane. When are you going to get bigger pieces in? You got bigger pieces coming in soon. They're just staring at it. They're amazed by it. It looks just like a TV. And again, requires no expensive projectors. This is one of the parts I'm going to have the most fun when I go to expos and shows, telling people that that screen doesn't cost a lot of money for a projector. The screen paints we have don't cost a lot of money. So you're looking at the Quantum here, right? You do know it has upgrades sitting on top of it, right? We could change that at will. That's what I told you. We have the ability to change anything we want at will. The Lord gave us that blessing. If I don't want that anymore, I can engineer something better than that. We have so much. I sat down on camera like, oh my goodness, we got so much stuff. Like, what am I going to do with this? Yeah, it literally gets that crazy. We got the panel technology. We got so much stuff. You see what those panels do? The panels look insane. Next to a gray screen or a white screen can't even come close to what panels do. And panels are not even black. They're not gray. They have a weird color to them. So we want to put those. I think those will look beautiful on the portable screens. I do want to get into portable screens. I do want to get into Pico projectors. I do want to get into that's why we're doing a lot of testing on different screens at 50 lumens. So we can get 50 lumens to run. We can get anything to run in the Pico section. So that's what we're working on, Picos, because the whole little setup. When I walk down Allentown, I see these new high rises are putting these apartments. I look at them. They have these nice little cute little balconies on top of them. That would be a perfect place to put one of these little portable movie theaters on the go right down that balcony. Sit out there, you can watch your movies and sports and whatever. Beautiful screen. It can operate with no problem whatsoever. Even with the awning there, because they have to use awnings because they want sunlight blasting them in the face. They have an awning there, that thing can operate with no problem. So yeah. So we're going to try to get on site this year. Actually, we're going to be on site this year. We're going to say all this year. This month, next month, we're going to be on site. We're going to show off the product we have here, Quantum, and we're going to be showing off pretty soon our new panel or tile system. Pretty much tile system, that's what it is. So yeah, can't wait to start working on all of this. Well, yeah, and if you ask me again, what are dummy labels? Dummy labels are temporary labels that have to be there for the time being. And we can have something to build on. That's what it is. It's not a real label at the end of the day. So if you sit there and go, well, you know, the product is real, 100%. Labels are not. We have to have something there to set the product on. Something there. There has to be something there. You know, it's like in a way of like, you know, you're setting up a table and you're waiting to bring out the good china. It's like that. So we can't bring out the good china right now. When the time comes, you'll see the good china. Right now, we have the temporary out there right now. The technology you see before you is very, very real. And like I said, that's why we're going to have these massive contracts sitting behind these things, which means these are challenge contracts and they run by attorneys. Attorney will be sending you that. I won't be sending you that. So if you get on YouTube, you're doing something you know you shouldn't be doing, and one of these contracts, they'll figure out where you're at. Not a problem. Like I said, we're bringing people on board to locate. You get one of these documents that pop up, and you can't sit there and say, well, we had illegal. No, these people are registered to do this type of work. They're like private investigators. That's what they're designed to do. But they have unique computer skills. So they're designed to find things that we can't find. So if they get your location, you'll get a document that'll come to you by mail carrier. It'll be certified. You will sign for it. I hope you will. And when you open up that document, it'll tell you that you're going to have to back up the statements that you made on YouTube or any social media channel in court, which means it's not a cease and desist. They're worse than that. It's a document. When it comes to you, you have a choice. You can walk into a courtroom and try to back up your claim. If you lose, you will lose $500,000. I'm not joking with this stuff. They were very serious about this. If you choose to deny it and not sign it, you have 3 days. On the day that thing hits your delivered, shows delivered, it activates. 3 days from that day, if it's not signed, we already know 100% you do not have the evidence to back up your claim that you made on YouTube. So the next stage is to have a process server, get ready to go to court, get a process server, and we'll sue you for $2 million, and we'll file additional extra charges of committing fraud against our company. And you know they can carry some jail time, some very serious jail time. So it's up to you on how you want to go with it. It's designed to lock you. That's what it's designed to do. There's no way around those things. So what it is it's a very brutal lesson on learning. Don't touch things. Don't say things about things you don't understand, or learn to be a good citizen at the end of the day. Now, if you say, hey, I don't like the product and this, that, and the other, that's freedom of speech. We don't care about that. Everybody's right. There's plenty of stuff around here I say I don't like it, then it gets on my freaking nerves from time to time. But when you start using words like scammer, rip-off artist, con man, things like that, that's considered to be defamation that can get you sued in court anyway. Because quite frankly, we don't even have to play that game. I can just figure out, they'll find your address, send you a document over saying, hey, you're being sued for $3 million for basically saying something about my company at the end of the day that you couldn't back up. And you have to go to court on that. If you don't show up, bottom line is we win the case. And you still get hit with that money, them lawsuits. So again, this gives you a chance. It outs the troll. Troll wants to talk trash. Troll wants to hide behind a keyboard. Troll wants to do what he wants to do. Troll can be found. Troll can get documents sent to him. Now, Troll's going to have to figure out at the end of the day, am I going to sign this document and back myself up on YouTube of all the dumb stuff I said? Or am I going to lose everything in the process? Which is going to happen either way. Whether we take it to court or whether we do it that way. But I find it more entertaining to do it that way with the contract because, again, no crease and desist. We're not doing crease and desist, what we're going to call it. We're not doing those. You get one of those documents. Now, I don't believe in warning people. We've given people that option. It doesn't work. So that's what will happen. You'll receive one of them. When we see on our end that there's enough evidence that you're producing off your YouTube channel to literally take you to court, that's when you'll receive one. Other than that, don't do anything stupid. These are the same people, as I said before, that will make these statements and they'll go, oh, they're going to hit everybody. Like, no, just you. Because everybody isn't doing dumb stuff like that. Most people walk into a bank is going in to either take money out or put money in. The idiots are the ones that are going in to rob it. They're the ones going to be in high-speed chases at the end of the day. They're the ones that are going to be hunted. They're the ones going to be sitting behind bars. Not the person who's going in to put money in or take money out. Difference between the two. Don't lump your stupidity in with everybody else. So when you do stuff like that, it's called consequences of life. I should literally not have to tell you this because, again, you should know this already. You're freaking adults. Some of you guys are in your 30s and 50s and so forth. I'll check my demographic on the age group I have, and my age group is roughly in the area where I'm at. So how the freak you don't know this? There you go. You should know this. Anyway, that's what that comes down to right there. That's how we're going to deal with nonsense. Other things we deal with online, with companies, well, it's going to be brute. It's going to be pretty much our lawyers come to see them. That's it. Wow, you're right there. We can get to you. And we can go right over there. You know you're at, and just drive, come down, have a lawyer come down there and represent himself. There's something from there. You're being sued. That's it. So, again, like I said, all companies have to go through this. They have to go through nonsense at the end of the day. I think a lot of these YouTubers that are dealing with trolls at the end of the day should design these contracts. These things are fantastic. Because, man, it outs the troll big time, especially if he's talking a lot of trash about you. And if you know it's not true, you can send him one of these documents over. See if he signs it or not. If you can't sign it, you already know from the door he'll embarrass himself. Like the black paint. We sent over a document to Jamie full name, Fernando Gonzalez of Crow's Screen Paint Products, we sent over a document. And in that document basically stated for him to ship us black paint to put against our products. Because he made all these statements our product was not with black paint. He never sent it. That's going to be used against him. In that courtroom, again, more charges that'll be stacked against him when they put him in that holding facility. He's got to face for these charges. And we can show the judge, hey, look, we sent the letter out to him, say, hey, bring us black paint. Never got it. So guess what that means? More charges. That's why I said in the day, he's not getting out. Here's a lot of stuff. You know, like I said, I got my family charging him, the people who were in the building, they're following charges against him for doxing their address, you know, the way he did it. Yeah, so he's going to be in there for a long time. He's not, he's not going to get deported. He's going to be there. Deportation would be good for him because he'll be free, but no, they're going to keep him indefinitely because there's a lot of stuff and they don't realize how bad it is. They just have some of the lighter stuff. They don't realize how bad it is. When copyrights were involved, process servers had to go to the door. They don't realize how bad it is. So when they get word of that, how bad it is, he's got to stand trial here for everything he's done. They can't let that go. All that stuff is filed. Everything we have is filed with the Allentown Police Department and the FBI. He has to stand trial for all that. So he's not going anywhere for a while. Bigger problem, bigger problem for those who were following him. Those who were doing his work, you're in that file too. That docket with the police, your names are in there. Okay, one of your channel did stuff, right? Against my company. Your names are in there. And it's in that document that they had. So, we'll let them know that there were associates that were working with him. And guess who gets involved in that? FBI. Because you're a citizen, so FBI will be involved in that part. So, good luck on all that. And keep in mind, he is going to sing like a canary. So you know that he's going to give up all kinds of stuff on you to get any kind of plea deal to get out of it. How does that feel right now for a Sunday morning for some of you who basically were in Crowcast? We can show association that you guys all knew each other so well. You knew each other's medical history. Not going to go well, is it? I don't think so. Well, look. If you decide that you're going to leave the States, well, you know, you'll just be a fugitive. You'll be wanted. That's what will happen. That's what 2025 is bringing for you. Not good, is it? But you follow them, and that's what happens. When you follow people that are doing bad things, and you know they're doing bad things, you could have got out of that situation anytime you wanted, but you proceed. Unfortunately, we did give a problem to McAfee, but the situation where it's going, yeah, we can't even help you with that one. You're going to follow in line with the rest of them. So, sorry, but that's what's going to happen. All right, people. I got to get back. Ooh, Clownfish. Tell me a joke, Fish. Tell me a joke. What did you tell me, Fish? A joke. He had no jokes for Clownfish. We got things to do on our end. That's for their half. That department's going to take care of that. We got all that done and taken care of. And my half is to basically work on getting my technology, more demonstrations, more tests to show that my product is functioning perfectly fine. I don't want to be out there in shows and demonstrations and showrooms and myself fail. So that's to make sure all my stuff works. And love being in this sunroom. At the end of the day, it's called the sunroom, working on our new products. Now, as for our customers, we have figured out a solution. I do want to work with companies. I love working with companies. I do. So we're going to break it down in two branches. We already got somebody I said that I trust. I've known them for years. We were supposed to do business with them, but we kind of held off because we didn't even know where our technology was going at the time. They're going to be a distributorship for our company, which is fantastic. Freaking love that part. So they're going to be, we got to send stuff down there for them to test, stuff like that. We got plenty of cool stuff for them. Maybe they'll do the panels. I don't know what they'll do. Maybe they'll do the portable screens. I would rather go with them, the blackout cloths, the acoustic blackout cloths, because they can be folded and they're from small to large. You have the built-in frames in them. They can be sent anywhere. And this would be fantastic. I think that would be fantastic to have. And it's still going to need people who want to paint at the end of the day. So we do have the paints and stuff. So, but I think that and the acoustic screens would be the two things would be fantastic to do with them. And then with the companies, we're going to be working with some other high technology we're using for ad tech and stuff like that. That TV technology, yeah, is going to be available for customers. So why wouldn't I not make it available for customers? I got people right now asking right now when it's coming out because they want it. They want to replace their TV with it. Ooh, that thing's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to get mine. I'm getting mine next month. Next month I'm getting mine. I can't wait. I gotta order the Surface in. I'm gonna do a. I got a test of 48 by 48. We got a new size, 48 by 48. They come in twos. They do 96 by 48, which is 4 feet by 8 feet. It's roughly a little larger than a 100-inch screen at 106 inches, much like the wallpaper. And you can do 235.1 aspect ratio on it if you choose. So yeah, that thing's gonna be cool as I don't know what. All right, in here looking at my screen and a 40. That's why I said I don't understand how. Well, we know how that goes. We know how it goes. It's the jealousy. That's what it comes down to. We're used to it. We're used to it. It's the jealousy. But if you feel the need to do one of these demonstrations like this, well, saying the product doesn't work, you'll receive a document. And in that document, if you don't sign, you know the consequences that come behind it. If we were to find you to send a document, then we're able to have the process server come there to serve you for court. So, like I said, enjoy the technology. If you're jealous and it makes you better at the end of the day, then hey, take that negative nonsense and do something productive with it. Build yourself a couple birdhouses, take up a sport, something at the end of the day. You're too old for that. People have on my channel, I have 18-year-olds on here. My channel's not set for that. My channel is set for over 18. So again, it means you know better. And if you know better, you know consequences at the end of the day. And chances are, some of you have family and kids and stuff like that. You really want your kids seeing you go through that kind of nonsense. Getting arrested, getting sued, all that stuff for doing dumb stuff that you can't back up. Come on. You see me do crazy stuff, right? The design things I do. What do you think will happen if I walk into a courtroom? What are the odds of you actually winning in there? Against a technology I can back up any day of the week. You're not going to win that. You're going to lose. And I'm not the type of person. When we walk into courtrooms, I don't have mercy for people. You can cry and all. I don't see that. I come there to get the job done and I leave. I got a tradition. I do a little shuffle dance before we walk in. That means you're done because I know what's going to happen to you in there. And then when I leave, I go across the street. Maybe there's a vending machine out there, whatever, vending truck or whatever out there. I get myself something to eat. I sit in the park and I just chill. That's what I do every single time. I know my technology. This is blessing. It's my blessing from my Lord and Savior. So I know from the door that when I walk in that courtroom, that technology is going to do everything it's designed to do. On top of that, look where I'm sitting at right now. You would have to be extremely stupid to think at the end of the day that you can go on YouTube and make my product look bad. And I'm in a commercial environment where people have the free will when I open up that door to walk in and see that screen. So what you're going to have to explain to a judge is how in your video demonstration, my screen came out dark, but my screen is showing up at expos, customers, it's in different forms of offices and businesses, and it's functioning perfectly fine. You know how hard it is going to be able to prove that our product doesn't work? You're going to lose everything in that courtroom. I'm going to walk out, thank my Lord for another victory, go across the street, get something to eat, and you're going to walk out there a homeless man because we are literally going to take everything from you. See, this is the part that I understand in lawsuits, where people will do dumb stuff. And if you warn them, some will back down, but some will continue to do dumb stuff. And then when you hit a courtroom, you hit one of them, then it's different. Now they're a whole different person. They listen. They want to listen now. They want to say everything you got to say. They can be in there talking about graham crackers. They want to listen to graham crackers too. Everything. Anything and everything to keep them from getting what's going to happen to them they read in the letter. And once they get in there, here comes the tears. Here comes, I'm taking care of my family. I'm doing this and doing that. But you have to understand, you had plenty of time. You're a person with common sense. This is how the judge will see you. You know the difference between right and wrong. You knew that this is going to be a burden on your family. It's going to be a burden on you. It's going to be a problem. Why go down that road? But you chose it. So at 100%, you willfully, and that's a powerful word in court, you willfully chose the decision to do it, which means you were 100% aware of your actions when you committed the actions that got you in the situation you're in now. That's what you're dealing with. So you're going to walk out of there with nothing. You're going to lose everything. Should I have remorse for your family? Should I have remorse for you? No, because you had plenty enough time to clean that mess up. First of all, you shouldn't have did it to begin with. If I got a family to take care of, I'm not going out doing dumb stuff like that to begin with. I got people to take care of at the end of the day. On top of that, I'm a freaking adult at the end of the day. I got common sense. I was born with common sense at the end of the day. Everybody's born with common sense. Why would I do that? That's the case. You had people walking and doing the dumbest stuff, jumping off buildings, and I know common jump off a building. I can land that. I'm gonna jump off this 100-story building. I think I land right on that car smoothly. And people doing the dumbest stuff you would ever see in your entire life. Oh my goodness, I forgot. There's a movie about that too. There's literally a movie about that called Stupidity is Something. Was something that happened and everybody in the world was just stupid. Literally. It's an actual movie. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. You gotta watch it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I might have to watch it again. But it's really a movie about that. Everybody in the world for some reason becomes real stupid. It's hilarious. I forgot the name of it. We don't have one here. We don't have microphones running from where? No, we're here and here. Here and here. A movie about everybody in the world is stupid. Idiocracy. I think it's called, 2006. That movie was freaking hilarious. The entire world was stupid. Only one person was smart out of all of them. Something happened. He was in some kind of time capsule. Whatever happened, whatever went on, he missed whatever happened, caused him to become stupid. Idiocracy. I can't say it correctly, but you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, everybody in the world was stupid. I mean, they were really, really, really stupid. They lock him up because he doesn't have these special credits or whatever something he needs anyway for everybody to have. And he just says, hey, maybe you just let me go. And the guy was like, yeah, we just let you go. They're on top of him telling how he doesn't have these documents. He's going to be thrown in jail forever. And he's like, hey, maybe you should just let me go. That's a good idea. We just let you go. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to watch that tonight again. That's hilarious. I'm on the wrong keyboard. We're on the wrong keyboard. Yeah, so I'm trying to do something. We got people out there that are just bent on, they have nothing going on in their lives, and I guess that's what they chose, and that's what they want to be. I mean, gee whiz Louise, you get that old in life, you would think you make better decisions, You really would think you make better decisions as you get older, but for some reason, they just don't make those better decisions. They just do dumb stuff. Anyway, neither do I care. Like I said, I got people that I'm bringing on board to take care of that, to protect their company. If you feel the need that you want to call up, or the fellow who was calling me the calls, we know where you live at, by the way. We'll be talking to you shortly, around midsummer. I got some things for you pretty soon that you're going to find very interesting. You'll be paying me a lot of money. And also, too, you will be serving some time in jail. About a year or two, maybe a little more than that, I don't know. It's up to the judge. All the phone calls you made in. We also have Grasshopper. We contacted them. They have a transcript of time, recordings, his voice, everything, all that's documented. So, yeah, you're in a lot of trouble. But anyway, we're going to bring in our phone system and all that stuff. Everything will be security locked in. We already got emails locked already. Anyone sends anything through. And keep in mind, people, this emails, the system we're using is also linked to the website, because we told me we had problems with the website. So if you did send anything over to the website already, you're under investigation. If you think at the end of the day, because we don't mention your name in videos, we only mention these key features, we know other people were involved. So just let you know that shortly, if you receive these letters that come to your door, or even something worse that says, hey, look, we're just outright suing you from the door, then you already know we know who you are. But we're not going to let you know. You'll figure it out. Anyway, because all those emails weren't from them. Not all of them. Some of them were from other people. So yeah, YouTube channels, stuff like that. Yeah, they're going through that whole thing. Because of what he's involved in now, he was a ringleader of all this mess, who started all this mess. And because of the situation he's in with immigration, and then there's these laws he broke in the United States and stuff like that, it's going to be a huge investigation on everything. And anybody tied in with this guy, you're going to be a part of it. So you know. It's going to be bad. What did I say in the garage in 2024? I said out of my mouth, 2025 is going to be a year of nightmare for some people. It is going to be a very difficult time for you. Did I not say that? I did, right? What's happening? All right then. These are things that the Lord tells me. When I go to the Lord and say, Lord, look, these people are attacking me. They're trying to destroy my business. They're trying to take away my blessings. The Lord tells